And now it's time for the dumb question of the month. Here to answer this month's dumb question, James Patrick Holding.
Hello folks, this month's feature subject came to us roundaboutly, and it's a dumb answer of the month as opposed to a dumb question. It concerns Paul's words in Galatians 2:2. The question this raises is a fair one. What exactly was Paul afraid of when he says he had feared he might be running in vain? Like I said, that's a legitimate question. Now, here's the dumb answer.
Paul was afraid that his teaching wasn't sound. That's what he was afraid of, and that means he couldn't have had any sort of personal revelation from Jesus.
Yeah, that's a really dumb answer, all right. Let's take a more contextual look at the subject. In reality, Paul's fear has everything to do with the dictates of honor in his social world. Let's keep in mind that in Galatians 2, Paul is recounting his very first meeting with the apostolic authorities after having been a persecutor of the Christians. If you think about it, it would be kind of like Osama bin Laden coming to visit the White House after he supposedly became an American patriot. Naturally, everyone would be kind of suspicious. Paul lacked credibility because he was a former persecutor who was known to go to extremes. What Paul was afraid might happen is that because of his past record, he would not be accepted into the church's fellowship, and would be unable to continue his ministry with the blessing of those who had been Jesus' in-group. That's why in verse 9 he goes on to report with some relief that they were welcomed. Notably absent is any expression of relief that Paul's message was given a stamp of approval. So there you go. It reflects the height of ignorance to suppose that Paul's fear had anything to do with the correctness of his teaching. Anyone who thinks that is,
Anyone who thinks that is a real blockhead.
Yeah, that.